Hi, Andrew Arnon here, mortgage agent with Rock Capital Investments. Today we're focusing on 10 reasons why working with an agent or broker is way better than going straight to the institution yourself. First off, brokers are someone who knows the industry, who has your best interests at heart. While the bank does want to look out for its clients, of course, and they want that they want you to work with them, and they're going to treat you well. If you don't always fit with whatever product that they're offering, but there's a different product that even they offer or a different institution offers that you don't know about, working with a broker might be able to find you that niche product. Secondly, if you qualify at a higher rate for your length of your term, they might be able to lock you in at that higher rate and actually in that case, make a little bit more money off of you. Some institutions can do this, not all. Typically, they do try and give you the best rate that they possibly can. The second reason is someone who has established relationships with those lenders. So, we have as broker, we work with over 40 different lenders. So we can work with you to find the best solution for your mortgage. It doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, I walked into a bank and they said no, so I can't afford a mortgage. We have several different types of lenders that will benefit you and that offer different products. So, for example, whether you're self-employed or you have commission-based income or it's seasonal income, there are definite options available for those types of things as well. And like I touched on this earlier, but someone who's aware of different types of products that might be more beneficial to you. For example, there might be different lenders that you may not have known about or may not know that they work in the mortgage space that offer, whether it's a new build or a construction loan or you're purchasing a house, but it needs complete renovation, things like that. So we have access to those different types of products, and we know about the different types of products that lenders will carry. It's not simply just the purchase price is X, so I need Y for the mortgage amount. Like I touched on earlier, someone who has more options available for you. Right? This isn't simply I walked into the bank and they said no. Just because you walked into a bank and they said no doesn't mean that it's always going to be a no. We work hard to find you a possible solution as long as everything else checks out. There are more options available, especially nowadays with the times we're living in, and you have possible other debts that need consolidating or other sort of cost of living things, and you need a little bit of an extended ratios. We do have access to lenders that offer those as well. So a mortgage agent or a mortgage broker is someone who can handle the more stressful parts of the transaction for you. So whether that's dealing with an appraisal and or dealing with the accounting side or whatever it is, because there are different aspects of this type of transaction that can be extremely stressful if you've never done it before, if you don't know where to go, if you're sort of, you don't have the time, things like that. So it can be a long, very time-consuming process, and this is something that we can handle and sort of help you de-stress and make it less stressful, make it less painful. That's exactly what we do. The other thing that we do is we're able to advocate on your behalf. We're able to package everything in absolutely the best light. For example, I know many people, due to COVID, they were unfortunately laid off temporarily, or their business was closed, and we're able to go to a lender if you needed to, refinance your mortgage, if you have a current mortgage, or if you're looking for a new mortgage, or you want to switch your mortgage for whatever reason. We're able to go to the lender and package everything and go, hey, yes, COVID happened, and this person's business was impacted by that, of course. But if you look at their history on either side of COVID, they're clearly in this range. So we're able to fit you in under the ratios that we need in order to in order to find the best product for you, right? We're able to package everything in the best possible way, and we advocate for you, right? We reach out to the lenders for you, and we say, hey, this is what the situation is. What's your take on this? And we work with them to find the best solution for you. We can be your first point of contact. If something goes wrong with your mortgage, a year, 18 months, even 3 years into a term, say it's a 5-year term, we're, call or text or an email away. We're right there, and we'll be able to help you because, like I said, we know the industry, and we're there to, work for your benefit. If you go, oh my gosh, I've just lost my job and I'm not gonna, we're only on one income now. If you're a family and there's multiple incomes, oh, we're only on one income and I don't know how we're going to be able to afford this. Well, there might be a solution for you. We, talk to an agent or broker, and they'll be able to work with the different lenders to find you a best possible solution. And the other thing is we have possibly more, flexible or not relaxed, but flexible schedules. So, for example, say you work shift work, and sometimes you work days or sometimes you work nights, and the only time you can meet is, 7:30 at night. Well, that's fine. As an agent or broker, they might be able to take the meeting at 7:30 at night, whereas the bank might be closed, right? If you walked into the bank, you're like, oh, I can't go to the bank because it's closed. Right, at 7:30 at night. You can't talk to somebody because their hours are 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or whatever they are. So it's a lot more flexible working with an agent or broker, that we work on your schedule. And this way you're able to build more personal relationships with your the person representing you in the mortgage transaction, whether it's an agent or broker or whoever it is, right? So they get to know you. You're not just simply like another number to them, or your client number 704 or something. It's like we get to know you and your situation, and your possibly your family, and whatever is going on, and there you build that personal relationship, and hopefully if you have a good broker like myself, hopefully you try and it feels like they care about you. That's like I got into this business for people first, right? We're people first. Everything else second. I got into this business to help people find the dream homes because I know how hard it can be to find the perfect home, and it's why I do what I do. So, like I said, we're people first and not institution first. And unfortunately, sometimes when you work with somebody who works with a bank, as fantastic as they can be, if you don't fit in their tiny little box, sometimes you don't fit, and they'll tell you, unfortunately, you don't fit with us. But if you work with an agent, there's more likely an option out there, even if you don't think that there is. So that's a little bit on why I think you should always be working with an agent or broker for a transaction this big. You're buying a home is probably the biggest transaction anyone will ever make in your entire life, especially if you need financing for it. And it can be extremely stressful, and agents and brokers can help you alleviate some of that stress and make the process go a lot smoother than it otherwise might.